Hi, Marta. How are you, Marta? Hi, Shelly. Hi, Mad Jax. Happy Tuesday. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Linda. Hi, Jill. Hi, Mike from New York. I hate doing that motion on here, but I'm trying to get this lotion out. I don't want that much. My day's been really good today. How's yours, Bruce? I just picked up two things for fall, so today's a good day. Yeah, Lynn, this is the color I was talking about the last time on live. This light purple. This is like my new favorite color. It looks like it's so pale that it almost looks white. I used to have this color before in another brand a long time ago, and I used it so much, like to where I ran out of it. And I couldn't find it, and I finally found it. Hi, Bridget. Just chilling, Bruce. It's okay, Bella. It's okay. Bella and everybody. Anybody that listen, you're going to react. You're just consistent with the practices. That's all. You're going to react less and less. I promise you. You're going to react less and less. But if you react, it's okay. Just say, oh, okay, I reacted. Because guess what? This is what I always remind everybody. There only is this moment. So even if you react and you caught it, that's actually a really good thing. That you caught it. You're aware. Oh my God, I reacted. Just remember this. Remember, by you just relaxing your face, relaxing your shoulders, and taking a breath and just breathing out slow, you're in flow still. All that matters is this moment. What happened a second ago does not matter. It's okay that you reacted. It's okay that you reacted. You caught it and you're aware of it. And that's all that matters. And you're consistent with relaxing. I promise you, you are going to react less and less and less. Hey, Tail. Oh, Bruce, that's so awesome. No, Bella, you are still doing good. You're not I was doing good. You're always doing good. You're always moving forward. Always, Bella. Okay? Be more proud of yourself that you're still consistent and that you keep showing up for yourself, guys. I'm telling you, you have to give yourself way more credit. Hi, Brenda. Yeah, it is. It's like a it's purple. It's very light. I love these colors. I'll wear these colors in fall. I don't care. I don't care that they're like a pastel. My day was going great. Got on here and seeing you. I just love. Aww. Hi, Gordy. I just read that. Trust me, guys. Listen, I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. The more you do these practices, the more you start to see how everything's always working in your favor. You start to realize the power of relaxing and non-reaction and how you're not doing anything at all, ever. How these things, this is you moving to your highest timeline, you can call it, where everything literally comes to you. It's things that are best for you, what's meant for you, that freedom that you're seeking. Everything that you're asking for, your desires in the best way possible. Non-reaction will lead you to those things. Relaxing will lead you to those things. Remaining calm will lead you to those things. Going with the flow leads you to those things. You'll start to see you don't have to do anything. You do not have to lift a finger to get to where, for things that are meant for you. Manifestations in the best way possible and your best life in general. Everything falls to your lap. So just trust me. You're all doing great. You're showing up for yourself in each moment, and that's all that matters. I was just in the store just now. I was in Burlington, and there was a line, and I'm like, you know what? These are the times that I love to do these practices. I'm like, you know what? It's time to relax. It's time to stay calm while I wait in this line. It's time to just be the observer in this moment, right? Be pleasant in this moment. Smile, relax, right? Like I do these practices 24/7, 24/7. Like I said, guys, life's always, going to be happening around you, but things are always going to go your way. Things are always going to work in your favor when you're relaxing because you're staying with the current. You're in the flow at all times, right? You're not needing things outside of you to be a certain way in order for you to feel good. You know how to get back into that flow in each moment. And that's where all your power lies. That's alignment. Thanks, Go. I don't know how to say your name. I always want to say Greg. Vince, the only difference between manifesting now versus before you knew about that word is that now you know you're doing it, Vince. You can't stop manifesting. You're just aware that you're doing it now, so it can't be witchcraft. The only thing now is that you're moving towards things that you like to do and things that you want to do. So you can call it whatever you want. You can call it whatever you want, but you're always doing it. You can't turn it off, guys. You can't stop manifesting. But I get it. I get when people hear the word and they think you're they don't understand it, and that's fine. That's fine. Hi, Kennedy. I have seen signs of every sign for a long time. I did. Oh, I love that, user. So something I learned just through these practices is that, even with signs, don't get so hooked on signs, right? They're great, they're exciting, and then you just keep going with the flow. Keep yourself in that flow at all times, no matter what, right? Like you know what I mean? Like don't get too fixated on them because then you're just looking for signs. Like don't look for signs. Yeah, I get it, Linda. Like I said, it doesn't bother me when people say stuff like that. It's an understanding. For a lot of people, it's just a lack of understanding. But the fact of it is, you can't stop manifesting. You're never gonna be able to stop. Your thoughts create reality. That's why you're here. You're here to create your reality. To, you know, be, do, and have anything you want, basically. But but how I look at it more as it's like a timeline jump. The more you're practicing non-reaction, you're being free from having to do anything. Everything's just coming to you. And it's you're just going through life and just letting these things, you're going through life very soft, very light, very kind, like soft, that all connects to kindness, right? Non-reactive, no matter what is happening around you. So things may seem like, oh wow, why is this happening? But you're still in that flow. You're still at a peaceful state. You're not overthinking it. You know everything's still working in your favor. You're not trying to figure it out anymore. And again, it's things just start happening. Things just start, like, there's no even inspired action. It's not action. It's natural. And the more you do these practices, you start to see that. Life really does start to flow. It really does. Hi, Heba. But at first, you're just practicing this. You're literally practicing relaxing 24/7, whatever that may mean for you. Right? Because there's many things you can do to relax. Like you can sit in a bathtub, you can get a shower, you can get a massage, you can get your hair done, you can get your nails done, you can take a nap, you can meditate, sit in the sun, right? But my practices are more practical for people that are like their lives are still crazy and busy, because that's where I was at, right? Working. And so just developing more of like practical practices, like moving slower, breathing slower, taking your time, giving yourself enough time in the morning if you are working or at a job, so you have that time to take your time, to move slow, to to do those practices before you start your day. Take those practices with you throughout your day. Breath work is also extremely helpful in the process of understanding that this is all I have to do, right? And we don't believe it. We don't trust it at first. We're still reactive. So breath work is also helpful. But it does lead you to just being at peace and being in flow because you're just literally non-reactive. That's your state. That's your new natural state. So for me, the practices that to me are really important throughout your day, and it's something that I don't really have to do as much, is I relax my face. I drop my shoulders, and I just breathe out. And it's just checking in with your body throughout the day to make sure you are relaxed. Oh, Katie, I love that. I love see that. I just love to see that these kind of because it is a practice that you got to be consistent with, but there is a turning point to where it is your natural state, and you get it. Why? Why do you get it? Because you feel more free. Things just start to happen, guys. It's you being your true authentic self. You're magnetic. You become a magnet. Why you're here, why you're supposed to be here. So just know that it just keeps getting better and better and better. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing you have to figure out or anything. Oh, yes. Oh, I love that. And I love how you just said, you helped me get through a difficult situation and you just left it at that. Oh, I love that, Linda. In the mornings. That's when I like to do it. Oh, thank you. Said, did I say that right? Or Saeed? Me too, Linda. I like to just get my workout done in the morning. It's done for the day. I don't have to think about it. I don't like I said, my workout's 10 minutes long. But it's just I guess anytime you have to do something, that's what I still feel like there's a limitation around that in some way, shape, or form, but that's where I am with that. Like I said, it's literally 15 minutes. Oh, Linda, I love that too. That's me, guys. At nighttime, I wake up too. Like I have restless nights my cat sometimes trying to get it go in and out. I use it to my advantage and I meditate. Even when my body's restless, I say, nope, we're gonna meditate right now. Like I use that time at night when I'm restless and I can't sleep and I'm just like rolling back and forth. I'm like, we're gonna sit here, we're gonna lay here, and I always go to sleep. It always puts me to sleep. So try it out. I know that feeling when you're just restless and you just can't settle down and your body's just like got this energy and you're like, I want to go to sleep, but I can't. Use it to your advantage to meditate, to just lay there and focus on a sound over and over again. I'm telling you, you will go to sleep. Oh, yay, Foxy. I'm so happy for you. Congrats. And just know, Foxy, like, if you're consistent with these practices, guys, like when people come to me and they say like, oh, I got my manifestation, thank you, or it happened, I always say, listen, this is only the beginning. You're consistent with these practices. Stay consistent, right? You're going to keep moving towards best and better for yourself and really understanding how unlimited you truly are. So it's not like, oh, I got a manifestation. Yay, that's it. No, you be consistent. You practice relaxing, till you get to a place where you are non-reactive. But like I said, just keep it with these practices because it just keeps getting better and better. But I'm happy for you. Congrats. What would you advise to someone with no finances as soon to be? So that woman, Emmy, you have to be okay with where you're at. You have to get calm. You have to use this story to your advantage. No, Emmy, you have to know that. You have to know this, though. I'm moving towards more. I'm moving towards better. I'm moving towards better is enough, right? I've been that girl, so I know what that feels like. But you really have to go within. You have to internalize that story and know it's not going to be comfortable, and you have to relax into that story. In that moment, Emmy, when you're doing that practice, when you feel like you're on the verge of being homeless, and you internalize that and you just sit with that discomfort, don't speak about it to anyone. In that moment, you are moving towards better. In that moment, you are doing it. You are moving towards better. And you just have to be consistent with that simple practice. When I don't feel good, I just internalize that feeling, that story. It's unfavorable. It's a limiting belief. I go within. I stay as quiet as I need to. I slow my energy down. I rest my shoulders. I rest my face. In that moment, you are moving towards best and better. I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm always taken care of. You can say general affirmations like that. But you just keep doing that practice over and over again whenever that story pops up. Yeah, I'm sorry. It went so if I get a call, it just shuts it down. Yes. You're yes, you're feeling into that. You are feeling into that discomfort. It's a fear-based belief system, but here's the thing about this, Emmy, is when you are still and you're just internalizing it and you're slowing down the energy of it, you are in power in that moment. You are in full power. That story doesn't have any power now. That story is losing its power. By you actually feeling the discomfort, guys, by you actually feeling the discomfort of a limiting belief, but you're keeping it to yourself. You're not speaking about it to anyone. You're keeping it to yourself, right? You're slowing down your energy. You're resting your body into that discomfort, knowing it's going to pass. You are in full power. That story has no power to survive. It will fade in that moment. That's why you're moving towards better. And that's why you just continue doing this very simple, easy practice to move towards your best life and your manifestations, right? That's all you're ever doing, I promise you. I think it's important, guys, to really understand that these moments, these limiting beliefs, these limitations, they don't feel so great. They really don't. But the main thing is that you're keeping it to yourself. You are internalizing it. You're internalizing it because that's you in full power when you do that. And I'm relaxing my body and I'm slowing the energy down of it, right? In that very moment, you're moving towards better. Hey, Dream! Oh, Miguel. Of course. Miguel, you learn so much from the channel. I learned so much from lower energies. I learned so much. Negative emotions, limitations, lower energies, they are your best friend. I'm telling you right now, if you can just know that it's moving you towards best and better, you won't be so afraid of those moments. You'll be it's just about understanding them and knowing how to work with them. You work with them by not speaking about it to other people, by keeping it to yourself. This is a new way of living your life. This is how we move towards our best lives. This is how you move towards your manifestations in the best way possible. It's a different way of understanding how this works. We don't speak about it to anyone. We don't ask for advice. We don't we don't vent. We literally internalize those moments and we go within and we know that it's moving us we know it's moving us towards better and best. This refresher is so good today. Just let the thoughts you don't want float on by. Exactly, Kennedy. And here's the thing. What Kennedy's saying, Kennedy's been doing this for a very long time, but you get to a place where you are just the observer. So now Kennedy's at a place where they're just there. It's just a story, and it's not causing that reaction within her as much anymore, right? Because she's been doing these practices for so long because you literally become the observer of your thoughts. At first, we're a little reactive towards them, but in time, you do become that observer. You become that observer of those stories. It could be smack dead in your face, and you get so good at this that you are literally you're neutral. You're neutral to that story and it will just work itself out. It's not your job. It's not your job to figure it out. It's not your job to do anything in regards to it. You just sit back and let it unfold. It'll work itself out. I saw something 3D got me super triggered, and I don't know if I want my SP. I'm sad about. So with this comment, Esteban, that's unfavorable to me. I wouldn't speak about that to anyone. I got triggered. This happened, that happened. You're doing exactly what I say not to do. And I know, and I'm not saying it in a mean way. It takes practice to do these practices, right? To not speak about that unfavorable story. It doesn't matter. The story doesn't even matter. It's just a limitation. It's a limiting belief in your life, telling you that you can't be, do, and have anything you want. That's all it is. It's a limitation of you not feeling worthy, that you deserve to have whatever you want. So in those moments when that comes up, Esteban and anyone, you're not speaking about it. Don't vent. Don't even write it on here, because you're just bringing it to life, right? In that moment, you're going to use that to your advantage and do the practice where you internalize it. You stay quiet and you go within. It doesn't even matter if you don't want it anymore, if you do want it anymore. That none of it matters. It's just that's an unfavorable story. That doesn't feel good. So you internalize it. You go within. You slow your energy down. You relax into that discomfort, and you know that, hey, you can take as long as you need to just run through my body. I know it's not comfortable, but I'm just going to keep relaxing my body. I'm going to keep softening my body around this story. Like I said, in that moment, you are in full power. This limitation, this unfavorable story has to fade away. It has to die off. And you're moving towards best and better, whatever that may be for you, Esteban. It could be anything, but you are moving towards better. You are breaking through a limiting belief in that moment. Christine sent a message that she's working, but hi, Christine. I'm saying hi like she's here. Well, maybe I'll have to post this one on YouTube. No problem, Esteban. It just takes, that's why I say you need the reminders. You need the reminders to stay quiet in those moments. You need the reminders to internalize it in that moment and not speak about it, right? Because, and that's why, Esteban, I always say the story doesn't matter. The story doesn't matter. The story doesn't matter. Because the story literally doesn't matter. All it's doing is saying that you can't be, do, and have anything. I can't be, do, and have anything. I'm not worthy of the things I want. So then you start saying, I just don't want that manifestation. I just don't want that. You start settling. You start settling. So in that moment, you have to internalize it. Don't speak about it to anyone, and just get calm and relax your body, guys. Do we have to detach from us? You're not detaching from your manifestation. You're only detaching from the unfavorable stories and thoughts. That's it. That's why you're doing non-reaction. You never detach from the things you want. That's why you're here to experience those things. But but you're in opposition of it, right? That's why you're not experiencing it. That's the only reason why. The only reason why you're not experiencing your manifestation, guys, right away is because you're in opposition. You're in more of opposition, right? Thanks, Ryan. Right? So the more you'll know when you're lined up with your manifestation. It's internal. It's internal, guys. The more you practice non-reaction, the more you, like I said, thanks, Ryan, the more you internalize those discomforting moments, those limiting beliefs, those stories that don't serve you anymore. Remember, the story doesn't matter. It's just a limitation saying you can't be, doing, have anything you want. You're not worthy. That's all it is. Plain and simple, point blank. That's all that is. An unfavorable story is telling you you're not worthy. In that moment, you're internalizing that. You're going within. It's serving you to go within, to stay quiet in that discomfort, soften my body, relax. It doesn't feel good. I know sometimes in the beginning you might cry a lot. In the beginning you might, it's all good. It's all serving you. And just trust me when I say, as soon as that passes, you just broke through a limitation. Now you're closer to what you want. You're closer to, that's why people come on and say, I don't think I want that manifestation anymore. It's because you're settling. You're thinking, you're giving into that. You're actually giving into the limiting belief. Okay. Oh, thanks, Raz. You let go of trying. We don't even know how unlimited we truly are, right? This is literally, guys, this is just a fun experience you're having. That's all this is. It's just an experience that you get to do and be, do, and have anything you want, right? Another thing that I've discovered over, jumping through timelines is that this is pre-planned, a lot of it. That's why you have these desires in the first place. It's pretty much pre-planned. Yeah, like you get to like kind of figure out how you want to go about it, and maybe you might say this or that, like play around. For the most part, I'm telling you, those things that are meant for you, they they just happen. They just happen. Like, I always talk about me writing my ebooks. It's so natural for me, guys. It's so natural for me to write in my ebooks, to upload my. I am not tech savvy, but let me tell you, I am so good at it, and I've gotten so much better at it. It's never been painful for me. It's never been hard for me. It's fun. I love it. I enjoy it. That's how life's supposed to be. You're supposed to be doing what you love. I know. I got a new one coming out, Bridget. Nathan said it. He's like, you should write another ebook. And I'm like, oh man, you know me in editing, right? And I'm like, you know what? I think he's right. Because I always say, I don't love to read, but I know the people who follow me, they're readers. They're all readers, which is so funny. This one I think is going to be, I keep changing the name, but it's something about how to stay in the flow. How to stay in the flow, about like giving more, of course, practices. Um, and like, I want to give maybe like little examples as well. Like things that from my personal experience, because I get anxiety too, but I use it to my advantage, right? Or if I'm like, impatient, like I don't want to wait in this line. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to practice relaxing in this moment. This is a great time to practice that. Which honestly, it's all very common sense stuff. It's not like, I'm not saying anything that's like, oh, I'm revealing the secret of all secrets. Like, wait till you get this book. You're going to be blown away at how easy it is to this magic potion to manifest. It's literally your true state. It's literally who you are at your core. Is just at peace, is relaxed, is cool, calm, and chill. Like, that's your true, authentic self. Hey, Sally. Well, here's the thing, Lindsay. Even about your kids, guys, you have to understand this. Your kids are having their own experience. Your kids are having their own experience, right? We're all having our own experience. Don't be so hooked on, just because you're moving through life and things are changing for you, it doesn't mean you're going to get exactly what you want from your kids. Your kids are having their own experience as well. Yes, you are the example in their lives, but you are just an example, even in their lives. They get to choose, and we can't judge them for that either, right? Like, I'm talking about with everybody in our lives, but just don't get so hooked on, oh my gosh, they're not doing exactly what I thought it was going to be. I've changed so much, because then you're still needing something outside of you, even your children, to be a certain way in order for you to feel good. You really have to get yourself back into alignment in each moment and understand everyone here is having their own personal experience. And now it's a new way of living, right? Where we know we create our own reality. So everybody's becoming aware that it's up to me to get back into alignment in all times and not expect anything outside of me. So even your kids, so you're going to be that example in their lives, Linda, just by being you. Just by being you. Again, everybody gets to choose, right? We're not judging anyone whether they choose to stay in a mood or they choose not to stay in a mood, and they know how to get themselves out of it. But you can't blame yourself, right? The more you do these practices, you just have to get yourself back in alignment, and that's all that matters. People will match you or they will fade away. I know that sounds like, when it comes to your kids, like, I know, I understand that, but I'm serious. You can't control things outside of you. You're not in alignment. You're not in alignment when you're doing that. You're not at your best, right? And then giving other people the opportunity to do the same. I know that's a tough topic. I have 3 kids too. They'll get it, guys. They'll get it. More people are going to start getting it as well. It's really easy. It's really easy. You're literally only relaxing. From all the things that I've learned over time, it all comes down to relaxing. You want to speed along through your journey, you got to relax. You have to relax, because you'll start to understand it as well. You'll start to see that, if something or someone or anything outside of you is just like maybe in a little bit of a mood, it won't affect you because you're back in alignment. You're just feeling good. You're listening to songs and music, and you're really not letting it bother you. And you just don't see that person. And then eventually they come around, and then they're like smiling and everything's good. And it's like everything's fine because you kept yourself in alignment. Like I said, I remember this at my workplace. Everybody labeled this woman as negative, and I let it get to me, and but I stuck to these practices and eventually did not see her anymore in my office till eventually she left, right? Then a new girl came in who I loved, super positive, so helpful to me. Every morning she was so happy, but not everybody else seen her that way. And they would say, "Oh, it's because you don't see her as much. You don't." And they were trying to get me to side with them, and I'm like, "I don't see the same person as you guys." Now, this was in the beginning of me learning this. I didn't see what they were seeing. I loved, she was so helpful to me. She was so positive, but they disagreed. Now she's annoying. She's this. And because I shifted my energy so much while I was there. So proof of how this works. Proof of how this works. Guess what? When I left that place, she left that place after me. Shortly, I found out. Because she couldn't, because she was there for me. I felt like she was a gift. When she came into my life at that job, I felt like she was a gift to me because she was so helpful. Because I remember asking, like, I needed more help, like going within, saying, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to. You're always taken care of when you're in flow. Always. Ah, I know, Kennedy. I know. I'm reading what you're saying. And it just keeps getting easier and better. Right? I remember there was times in the beginning, like even going through this and even after my experience at my job, like I was still practicing this. Like I manifested getting a job from home, but I was still moving towards better and more because I continue practicing this all the time, right? And learning more, going within more, meditating more, understanding how that's all you're really doing is practicing non-reaction, which still allows you to see how truly unlimited you are. You keep moving towards best and better, right? Till eventually you do get to a place where you just master this. You master this. But it's really your true state though, honestly. Oh, yes, Kennedy, I love it. How can I better in the end state? It's done. There's no end state. It's just what you want is done, and you're not doing anything. You're living your everyday normal life. Listen, guys, 0678563. Listen, you're not doing anything to manifest. That's limiting ways. That's limiting teachings. You're living your everyday normal life, and you're literally just practicing non-reaction. You're practicing relaxing. You're practicing calmness. When you don't feel good is when you're like, okay, it's time to just soften my body, keep this moment to myself. That's what's moving you towards your relationship. That's what's moving you towards your manifestation. That's what's moving you towards your SP. That's what's moving you towards it. These easy, simple practices. You're not acting as if you're not visualizing. You're not doing anything. I'm telling you. I mean, you can do all those and figure out how to do that right, but that's limiting. And I've really quickly said, absolutely not. There's definitely got to be an easier way than this. But again, you get to do whatever you guys want. I'm just telling you the easiest way. The easiest way is what I want is done. You're so extremely unlimited. You can be doing anything you want. There's infinite possibilities. There's unlimited versions of your manifestation, unlimited best versions of your manifestation. You're moving towards it in this moment. You're making it about this current reality, this current moment. How can I feel good now? How can I make the best of this moment? This moment's moving you towards it, right? And you're doing relaxing practices 24/7. That's your life. That's what you're doing. I am just practicing relaxing 24/7. And what is it? Softening my shoulders, relaxing my face, breathing, doing some breath work throughout the day. Sit, shut things down. Shut things down. That's another thing that's going to be my new ebook. Stay away from things for a while, guys. Quiet your world. No news, no social media. Stay away from all that drama. You don't need that in your life. You create your own reality, right? So I'm going to talk about what to stay away from. And listen, you'll get back into that stuff after you kind of do these practices for a while, and your whole reality is going to be different. You're not going to see the same things you used to see. Thanks, Ryan. That's cool. I'm telling you, it's as easy as you want it to be. You only got to be in flow. You only got to be in flow. And being in flow is easy. Being in flow is easy. You're just relaxing your body. Shoulders, I say teeth because that's where I hold tension. I don't barely hold tension there anymore, but relax my face because I used to clench my teeth. So I go, okay, all right. Drop my shoulders, breathe out. Like that's it. That's relaxing. Like I said, take baths, take showers, get massages, take naps, like do things like that in between your day when you can. That's all you're doing. You're gonna line up with everything effortlessly, guys, effortlessly. I'm telling you, it's gonna get more effortless, more easy, and you're gonna realize I never had to do one darn thing to manifest. Not one darn thing. Not write nothing down, not visualize, not nothing. I'm telling you, guys, I'm telling you that this was all pre-planned before you got here. It's all these realities are already happening. These things that you want to experience they're already happening. They're already happening. You just gotta you're deprogramming. You're practicing non-reaction. On the other side of what you don't want is everything that you do want, and you only got to get to your true state, which is at peace, is relaxed, is feeling good. We'll say feeling good, but feeling good means a lot of things. Feeling good is you being your best self. Feeling good is confidence. Feeling good is secure. What? These are so cool. I've never seen these before. I've never seen these before. You know what? Can you see these if I upload them? I wonder, Ryan, if I upload these to my YouTube on YouTube, these lives, I wonder if you could see all of that because that's so cool. I don't know what are they? I've never seen that. It was like a little movie. You guys can see that, right? On your side. Oh, thanks, Ryan. That's so cool. Ah, thanks, Ryan. Yeah, so same thing. Like I said, it's all about flow. You just got to be consistent. Be consistent with the practices. But the practices are easy. They're easy. You're just relaxing. You're literally just relaxing. And like I said, I give you guys things to do to relax, but find your own things to relax. Find, like, what do you like to do, right? We all have different things that we like to do. Like, I can sit in the sunshine for hours. Like, that's heaven to me. Like, I use food to my advantage because I don't have limiting beliefs around food. Last night at 9 o'clock, I had a craving for mac and cheese. Meanwhile, I'm making homemade mac and cheese today. I already made it. But I had a craving for it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to Chick-fil-A. It's around the corner. And I'm going to go get some Chick-fil-A mac and cheese and get myself a soda. I sat in my car. I was like, this is what life's all about. Literally, this right here in this moment, I'm in my car by myself with my mac and cheese in a parking spot. Nobody knows I'm there, drinking my soda. And I said, that helps me manifest as well. Because, like, I'm telling you, that's what life's all about. To be able to just pick up and go, right? Did I manifest what, Cece? You know what? I don't manifest things like I don't say, it's not like I don't broadcast things, right? I will, Sally. They probably know more than I know about that stuff, right? I am clueless, so you know I didn't manifest that if that's what you're asking. I don't know about those types of things. I'm not really good with all the TikTok stuff, and like even me when I try to look into certain things and I click on them, I'm like, no, it's too much. I got to read too much. Like I don't want to do, like, I always try to think of more ways to make it fun. I love when Dream does the polls and stuff like that, just to make it more fun. I do like doing them at home too, because I feel like I can put music on and stuff like that. But I mean, I wing it. It's like, all right, I'm going to do a live. I came to the store, I got my drink, and then I was like, all right, I want to do a live right now. Yes, Bella, because Bella, you're becoming your true self. Bella, that's why. The more you relax, you release every unfavorable story. You release all your limitations. You release that feeling of not being worthy. And you become more secure and stable in your energy, which is confidence as well. You know you're taken care of, Bella. You know you're supported. You know you're supported now because you're seeing it for yourself. You don't have a worry anymore. You don't have that fear anymore. Because things start to work in your favor, Bella. So over time, the more you practice this, you start to see it for yourself in your own life. You're like, I don't gotta worry about a thing. There's nothing I need. My life's just getting better and better and better, which builds your confidence over time, which makes you feel worthy over time, right? I know. You know, Ryan, people used to ask me this question all the time. How do I get more kindness in my life? How do I experience more kindness and more niceness? And I say, by being kind. Literally, by being kind. That's how you get more kindness in your reality. Be kind to everybody you encounter, expecting nothing in return. That's how I started. That is how I started, is by just intentionally being kind to people, expecting nothing in return. Hi, how are you? How's your day? Have a great day. That's it. Got so many friends by doing that. Like not friends like hanging out with, but like just in the stores. I seen a lady that I hadn't seen in a while in the grocery store. I was like, I haven't seen you in a while, and we were chatting. But yeah, you do. My Dunkin' people, they're my friends, literally. I call them my friends. Yeah, Kelly, because it's all a mirror. Everything's always reflecting back to you. That's why there's such a power in calmness, right? When you feel like somebody's being negative, or if you're in a negative situation, we'll call it negative, right? Experience. That's the power in calmness. You're neutral. You're neutral. Yeah, it's not always easy to be kind in those moments, right? Because you're still practicing this, you're still reactive a little bit, and that's okay. Neutral's enough. Neutral keeps you moving forward, right? That's why there's a power in that. So if you're experiencing something negative, you just get calm, you just get quiet, you get still, as still as you can, and it's automatically working in your favor. There's nothing you need to figure out. There's nothing you need to do. It will just continue getting better and better and better. Guys, I've watched it happen right in front of my eyes, and I'm not gonna lie, I still am impressed by it. I'm still like, wow, I like that. I know that those changes have happened in my life, that I've seen. Like, there was times where I was like, wow, like this is like, I don't, it's not showing up anymore. This thing that would get me upset, it's not it's just gone. It just disappeared because I was consistent with the practice. Never talked to anybody about what was going on in my life. Kept my life to myself. Nobody needs to know because nobody's going to understand anyway, right? It's you keep these things. You're having your own personal experience, and you got to remember that this is your. No need to explain yourself to anyone. Your life will be an example, basically. Yes, Emmy. Yes, I'm telling you. Light some candles in that bathtub, girl. I'm a Christmas song girl. I love Christmas music. I will, even if I'm like having a little bit of resistance, I will listen to it till it gets me feeling good. I will, I'm not till I get that feeling, that Christmas spirit. I was cooking. It's not even about Christmas spirit. It's just the spirit. It's just feeling good. I was cooking homemade mac and cheese this morning, listening to Christmas music, like with my headphones. Miguel, if it's something that's, I say stay quiet. Stay quiet, go within, let it work itself out. Um, it depends on how you are speaking. Are you reactive? Are you defensive? It'll work itself out if you just get calm and quiet, and it'll come up and you'll know how to respond if you keep doing these practices. So me personally, I don't reach out or do any of that. I just keep letting things work themselves out. If something shows up in my reality in that moment, I always get calm and I just approach it the best way possible. But you'll know by doing these practices how to approach situations, right? But I don't go out. I don't say, "Oh, we got to do this. We got to talk about this." I don't do none of that. Nope, nope, nope. Just go within, stay quiet. It'll listen. Even this, you're literally it will get taken care of in the best way possible. So I'm telling you, just trust the process. Go ahead, Emmy. Exactly. I'm going to share that. What Ryan said. It literally is. I mean, I don't think you could have said it any better. That is literally exactly what it is, guys. It's just a limitation. And you just get calm and quiet, internalize it, it's gone. And granted, like I said, some of them took a little bit of time to fade, but it was only because I was still a little reactive. You were still a little shaken by it. But you'll watch it. You'll watch these things fade. One specific person always comes with arguments, or a lot of times whenever I manage to feel better again, I am calm and happy. One specific person, I'm reading, with arguments. So calm. You got to get calm. You got to get neutral in those moments. I just don't see it that way. That's all. Be light about it. As long as you're light in your energy and you're soft in those moments, Emmy, it will dissolve. It will fade, okay? You just have to soften your body when in those moments when you feel like someone's coming at you. Soften your body, be light. Oh, I just don't see it that way. It will fade. It will go your way, okay? Use it to your advantage. To practice light, to practice soft. Think that, guys, whenever you're approached in a situation that's uncomfortable, or you feel like someone's coming at you, always go right, soft, light, kind, soft, light, kind. That's you empowered. See, that's not what we were taught. You were taught the opposite growing up. Yeah, you're weak. You're weak because you're being soft, you're being light, you're being kind. You're a pushover. Absolutely, that is all lies. See, that's limiting beliefs. You are empowered when you are neutral, when you are quiet, when you are kind, when you are soft, when you are light. You are in full power, right? That's a lie. That's another lie. So keep doing it and you'll watch it transform. Just get soft, get light, get quiet, get gentle. Think all those things in those moments. Whenever you feel like you're being attacked, doesn't matter who it is, or it could just be energetically. It could just not even be a conversation. You just feel the tension. In that moment, soft, light, gentle, kind, loving. That is you in full power. So use these moments to your advantage. Always, always, always. That's what keeps you moving forward to best and better. Does that make sense, Emmy? I'm telling you, guys. I'm telling you. No problem. I don't even do that, Kay. I don't think about how anyone should show up for me. I don't need anyone to show up for me a certain way. I can feel good on my own. You don't have to create a new story for anyone. You're unlimited. If you start creating a story, you're getting involved and it's very limiting. And you're still trying to control something. Let things be the way they are. You just keep getting yourself back into alignment and feeling good no matter what. You don't have to change a story, stick to a story. That's still another limiting way to manifest. When we're getting too involved, just let it be. You just do the practice of soft, light, kind, loving. You'll move towards best case scenario, because you're still limiting yourself when you're trying to change a story, when you're trying to create a story around this is how, and first of all, it's hard to visualize how you want someone to be when they're not being kind. It's very hard to do that, and you're more so in opposition. So if you're trying to create a new story around someone that's treating you like crap, you're not going to be in that you're not going to be in that story. You're going to be in opposition. You're going to still be creating more of what you don't want. That's why you just got to do the practice of relaxing and getting soft. You'll move towards best case scenario, okay? It looks cloudy where you're at. But the weather here is, I don't know what the weather is. Guys, I never check the weather every day. It is cloudy. It's cloudy. I think it's humid, if I remember correctly, when I walked out. No, it was chilly. It was actually chilly this morning. I had a sweater on today. I think it got a little warmer, though. Yes, Linda, exactly, right? A lot of sense, and I'm aware of it. Just feels difficult. I know, Emmy. That's enough. That's enough. You're aware of it is enough. You are going to react less and less the more you do these practices, okay? I promise you, Emmy. My relationship is on the verge of a breakup. How do you stay calm? What tips do you have? So it's Brianna. It's always first knowing that you know this now, that you know you're moving towards better and best. Okay, whatever that may be for you, whatever you want, you get to have because you're unlimited. So you know that, right? Right. So that's what I always start with, knowing you're moving towards best and better, whatever that may be for you, because you can be doing of anything you want. In these moments when you're not feeling good around your relationship, you have to do these practices of calmness. You have to relax. You have to stay quiet. Don't speak about it to anyone. You have to keep it to yourself. This unfavorable stories or whatever's happening in your relationship, you really have to internalize it and stay quiet. And in those moments when you don't feel good, you have to know that it's fading by you just staying quiet and calm. And just know it doesn't feel good, guys. It doesn't feel good. Go to Manifest Properly, please. For anyone that's new to like understanding the way of doing this, the easiest way, and just scroll down my videos and listen to my videos. How to not feel like I'm being unproductive and moving forward. Because if you're feeling, okay, there is nothing, there's no, that's a limiting belief. Just feeling like, oh, I'm not being productive or I'm procrastinating, that's a limiting belief. Because what's meant for you, Z, will be effortless, will be easy, will be natural, will be freeing. So in that moment, I would just internalize that. That doesn't feel good to say that I'm unproductive. I would relax into that. I would relax into boredom. I'm relaxing into boredom. If I'm like, I'm bored, I should be doing something. I should be doing more. I'd be like, no. I'm going to do the exact opposite. I'm going to relax into that right now. I'm going to relax into me not doing my dishes right now. Just relax. It's okay because it's all good. It's a limitation. It's just a limiting belief. I know it sounds so simple, and I know you guys want to ask questions and talk about your problems and say, what about this and what about that? It's all unfavorable. The more you meditate, the more you stay calm and quiet, the more you do relaxing practices, you won't have these questions. Because you'll know exactly what to do because it doesn't feel good. And you'll know to just go, oh, time to relax into this discomfort. And I know I'm okay. I know it'll be okay. I know I'm moving towards best and better in this moment. You're not. So it's just about, you make it more about how you feel, 06. Make it more about how you feel. Know that when you don't feel good, it's a limiting belief. When I don't feel good, it doesn't matter. The story doesn't matter. Okay? You're not trying to figure anything out in those moments, but when I don't feel good, it's a limiting belief. Point blank. Point blank, that's what it is. And in that moment, you get quiet, you get calm, you relax your body. You go within. I say internalize because you internalize it. Say there's a story there attached. Sometimes there's a story attached. Sometimes there's not. Sometimes you just don't feel good. That is a limiting belief. And in those moments, you got to allow that energy to pass through you by internalizing it, by staying quiet, by not speaking about it. Same thing, Angie. Same thing. Same thing. It's about you feeling good no matter what, right? We got to remember this, guys. These practices are going to get you to a place where you don't need anything or anyone to be a certain way. You can feel good no matter what. The more that you feel good, they will match your energy, or depending on what you're manifesting, they will with a spouse, I'm assuming you want to move towards best case scenario. Just know you're moving towards best case scenario, right? And you just got to keep getting in alignment. You got to keep feeling good no matter what and doing practices. When you don't feel good, you get calm, you get quiet. Don't speak. Don't feel the need to like vent or express yourself or express your feelings. I know this is what you haven't been taught. This is a new way of living our lives. We're not expressing, treat me better, do this better. No. That's venting. That keeps unfavorable stories active, and that is not you being your own source of happiness. That's needing someone or something outside of you to be your own source of happiness. We have to empower ourselves, okay? Seeing my ex has brought up so much pain. It's become really hard to stick to the work. What to do? Same thing. You got to empower yourself. Alchemist, you got to be your own source of happiness. I like your videos, by the way. I came across some of your videos. You have really good videos. So stick with that kind of stuff. Stuff like that makes you happy, Alchemist. You make great content. Keep diving into that, diving into things you love like that, guys. That's what you need to do. You need to you'll keep growing with that kind of stuff, right? Be your own source of happiness. Focus 100% on you. You got to be, like I said, it's about you feeling good no matter what's happening around you. Just know that what you want's done. You remind yourself, oh, wait, it's already done. You're not doing anything to get anything. You're literally making it about this moment now. How can I feel the best in this moment? And I'm moving towards best in this moment. The more you practice this, remember, you're not trying to change her, your sister. You're just feeling good no matter what. You're the example in her life. She will match you eventually, but let it work itself out. Don't try to involve yourself. Don't get upset when she's upset. You just stay in alignment. That's the practice. Are you a life coach or just a grade? I'm not a coach or anything. I don't do coaching or anything like that, Ryan. I just love this kind of stuff. I write ebooks on it, and I create audios, but that and this and content. That's it. Do you find yourself yawning a lot? You know what, Cece? Yes, and a lot of times, even going through this, I would find myself getting like tired and stuff. I would relax even into that. It's like, it's almost like you're really embracing whatever feeling you're having in that moment. So like, yes, when I would do like meditation, sometimes I would yawn a lot, or breath work as well. But you just continue if you want to. You don't have to. What did you wake up? When did I wake up? Like what time did I wake up? I forget today. Trying to think what time I woke up. Maybe like I wake up at the same time, like 7:30 a.m. ish. I have a like I'm an early. I go to bed early though. That's my thing. Well, I say like 10, but I start my bed. I was talking about this yesterday on my live. I love my bedtime routine. I love getting ready for bed, and like I start that at like 9 o'clock. As soon as like 8:30 hits, I'm like, all right, it's time to wind down. Like I always say, I'm like 80 years old. Thanks, thank you, high heels. How do you leave the house and deal with other people? Well, so Skip, that's a great practice. See, this is where I would apply the practice. This is where I would apply these practices. This is where you practice staying calm. This is how you get better at this. This is how you move. This right here is how you move towards your best life, by staying calm in these types of situations, by staying calm while you're waiting in line, by relaxing while you're waiting in line, by staying calm while drivers are around you. And the thing about it is you experience that less and less in your reality, the more that you stay calm around those situations. I'm to the point now, if something does happen, I laugh. I literally laugh. Like if somebody cuts me off or if they get mad at me, I'm just like, and I just keep driving. You just don't, you're non-reactive. You become non-reactive. So I use those types of situations, or I use those types of situations to practice calmness, to practice relaxing, to practice softening my body, not taking these things so seriously, right? Oh, Rebel, I love that. I used to go to bed. Oh, yeah, Linda, there's no rules. People always ask me this. People always say, do you have a routine? Do you suggest a routine? No. Honestly, I don't. I prefer people to be more living in the present moment. I'm okay if I don't if I decide to stay up late once or twice or whatever. I don't have to do that routine. I do that routine. Do you have to get up at 5 a.m.? No, I used to be a 5 a.m.er. I used to be scheduled. I was a scheduled girl, right? I'm more in the present moment now. I don't make lists anymore. But I do have some sort of a schedule, but if it gets shaken up a little bit, it's all good because I'm non-reactive. It's like I just go with the flow of life. So people always say that, do I need to do things like this? Or no, you're literally only relaxing. You're only practicing non-reaction. That's it, forever and forever and always. Everything will come to you naturally. A routine that is best for you. If you're asking for that, you get to be doing anything you want. You're unlimited. You don't have to have a routine. That's just something that was taught by us, and we picked it up, right? You find your own way through life. You find what works best for you. And you may change your mind, and you're allowed to change your mind. I used to be a 5:30 a.m. girl, and I swore by it, but I'm not anymore. I get up at 7 a.m. now, and I'm happy as can be, right? So you literally are just going with the flow. That's what flow is. There's no rules living in the flow. There's no rules. You kind of make the rules as you go. Sometimes I'm on all right, let me go to bed at 10 o'clock tonight, and sometimes I'm on at 12 o'clock. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. You just go with the flow. Hi, Susan. I have no idea what you mean by that, user. This is dissociating. You are ignoring. That's because user, I don't think you understand. It's an understanding of this is just an experience you're having. You're unlimited. There's infinite realities happening in this moment. You are an infinite being. There's unlimited possibilities happening in this moment, guys. This is literally just a fun. There's no, it has to be this way or it has to be that way. There's none of that. It's whatever you want. You're like, the more you do this, the more you're in the present moment, you're going to see how you're creating. You're going to see it for yourself. Like, all right, what am I going to do today? Am I going to cook today or am I not going to cook today? Like, it just becomes very, very, very clear. And not only that, you do start to see your future more. You do start to live in that more. But at first, you got to practice non-reaction, because number one, you're limiting yourself if you're trying to visualize. And number two, you're mostly in opposition of that visualization. So do these practices for a while. Let these visualizations come to you. The more you're in alignment, the more you feel good, things will just come to you. And like I said, for the most part, it's natural. It just starts to happen. Hey, Nene. Yeah, so Nene, I did so good. I haven't been shopping that much. I've been going early. I've been in and out. It's been so amazing. And I got a bunch of food. So like I made a dessert yesterday. I made some food yesterday. I'm making more food today just because I have teenagers, so they want to eat, right? And I like food too. So I'm going to have like all this food for like the next like week or so. And then I won't have to go back for a while, the only time I ever really have to go back is when we're out of drinks, because it seems like we're always out of drinks. And it's funny, I don't drink any of them. I get a refresher every day. And I go get a soda from McDonald's. That's my drink. I like sodas from McDonald's, refreshers, and I kind of sometimes like a Monster. I do like Monsters occasionally too. But I haven't had a bad refresher in a long time. They've been so on point. Oh, bye, Ryan. Have you been on here before? Ryan Richard. I feel like you have. The best thing I could do was stop trying to understand it. Without a doubt, Val, without a doubt. Without a doubt. This is the truth. This is the truth. I love stuff like this. Val said, the best thing I could have did was stop trying to understand it. You don't gotta figure anything out. That's a rabbit hole. That is a rabbit hole. And literally just relaxing, everything will take care of itself. The best part about it is you do understand more when you relax. You do get clarity. You do get you do understand how this reality truly works. How it is all just a fun experience. How it is just a mirror reflecting back to you. How all your power is in relaxing and non-reaction. That's moving you towards your best timeline. Your best timeline, right? Yes, definitely, Ryan. Ryan, it was when I went back to work. I was always a stay-at-home mom. I did little things here and there because I always felt like I had to be doing something, right, to contribute. I always had that mindset. When I went back to, I was a hairdresser. I've done many things, many things. But when I went back to work full time, Ryan, that's when I was like, no, 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 no. This is not right. This is prison. This is prison, right? And I think it's because I had to, like, I had more freedom, right? Before I had limitations in my life. Don't get me wrong. I only thought you could have so much, and I was in all those limiting beliefs. But when I went back to work, and let me tell you, I manifested wonderful jobs, wonderful people, moved my way to the top. I was always a good manifester, good creator. But I was like, no, this is prison. Work is prison. Same thing every single day. And no offense to anyone that's in that position, but for me it was a wake up call. There's got to be more to life. And like I said, I manifested great jobs, great relationships with my coworkers, but just having to ask for days off, doing the same thing every day, working long hours, trying to come home and be a mom to my kids, it just didn't work for me. And that's when I had a wake up call, and that's when I woke up to like, whoa, there's got to be more to life than this. So I always, like I said, I always was a good manifester. I was a good creator and all, but I was just, it woke me up to a lot of things in my life where I wasn't happy. A lot of things that I was like, wait a minute, I was really settling in a lot of areas of my life. Um, yeah, so that was me. It was definitely going back to work, without a doubt, without a doubt. So then I started manifesting Abraham Hicks, Joe Dispenza, and like Eckhart, Bob Proctor, and all that. Like, and I couldn't get enough of it. I was literally, you could say I was obsessed, but a good obsessed. Because I was a happy person. I was a happy person. When I went back to work, I started finding myself not as happy, right? So I was always pretty positive, seeing the glass half full. I didn't have the best childhood, not the bad childhood. I still was always able to see the best, even though my life circumstances weren't always great. So I was always positive. So going back to work was like sucking the life out of me. It was draining me, and I couldn't understand. I wasn't happy. So I couldn't go back. I had, so right. It was like a wake up call. So that's what it was for me. It was like, whew, wait a minute, something ain't right here. I'm miserable. I'm not happy anymore. But I went to my job happy. I started happy, but I started getting the life, uh, like the energy, my energy was being drained. Oh, Ryan, but I love that. So all I'll see is the end of that, of what you said. Did I watch who on YouTube? Yeah, Christy. So at work, I couldn't. My job was you had to be on, like you couldn't have headphones, right? Um, So I would listen to them in the morning when I was setting up, and then as soon as I got in my car, I put those headphones, and I would be listening to Bob, Wayne, and just letting me know that I create my own. Neville, Joseph, I listened to every single one of them. Abraham is my favorite. She was my favorite. She was my go-to. Even to this day, I still listen to Abraham. Um, but they're just letting you know you create your own reality. You can be doing anything you want. That's all they're telling us, right? In their own different ways and through their own experiences. Yeah, Rebel, that's where I was at though. Not even mine wasn't even 9 to 5. Mine was even longer than that. I was working long hours overtime. Um, it was tough. What does that mean, Sally? How do I not know any of this means? What's that mean, Sally? The rising star thing. You guys are such great moderators, seriously. I really appreciate it. I just think about like I wouldn't even be able to speak and say the things because I don't see really any of it. I see you guys mute them all the time, and like you don't even let them get past a certain thing, and I really do appreciate that. I'm having to come in at 2:40 in the morning and see, I've been there, and I know, and you know what? That's where you really got to apply these practices of remaining calm, getting yourself to a place to know that it's going to get better. You know, step by step, it got easier for me. I was pushed out of that environment, right? Of course, I always say I manifested a job from home, and I never thought that I could achieve that. It wasn't a dream job at all, but it again, it's all stepping stones that's going to keep leading you to more. My energy was all over the place when I did that. Yeah, I was just saying that, Fiery. So that's where I was doing techniques. That's where I was at in understanding this. I said I did manifest the job from home by really working hard at techniques. But it was very temporary and I found myself not happy again. But I don't regret it. I don't regret it. Number one, it taught me that you are where you are and you're always moving towards better and more. And it taught me that you don't have to do techniques to manifest. That if you really just get to a place where you're okay with where you're at, you will be pushed out of environments in the best way possible. So yes, I was forcing things at first, but I don't regret it because it taught me so much. Everything taught me something along the way. Everything taught me that you don't got to do anything to manifest, and that it's all going to come down to not needing things outside of you to change. You need to make that internal shift within. That's when you're a magnet. That's when you become magnetic to everything that is really best for you. Trust me, you will see your life change quickly. So it's really about making that internal shift within. But again, I still did my techniques and I was affirming and affirming, and I did get the job from home. It was very temporary. At first, I thought I was living on top of the world. I was so happy. But again, it's that stuff slips from your fingers. Money slips from your fingers. When you're doing techniques, it's got to be that internal shift. You got to be secure and stable for things to really start coming to you. You got to really become magnetic. It's about becoming magnetic to everything that's best and meant for you. And that's all non-reaction, all remaining calm, all relaxing. Literally, that's all you're ever doing. I promise you guys, I promise you guys, I promise you guys. You're literally you're doing relaxing practices throughout your day 24/7. Keep relaxing. Keep reminding yourself how easy this is. Keep reminding yourself that all I got to do to stay in flow, because flow will take care of you. The universe wants to take care of you. Say it like that. Let's say it like that, right? The universal forces want to take, they're begging to take care of you. Please, will you just relax? I want to do it all. I want to do it for you. I want to take care. I want to make this easy for you. They're doing everything they can to make this an easier journey for you. But we're still limited. We're still reactive at first. That's why you just continue practicing relaxing. Relax, 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 relax. It will change your life. Yes, Rebel, we are. We are. It's so true. You are supposed to be feeling good. You're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be dancing and singing and loving your life, right? At peace, content, not just dancing and singing, but yes, dancing and singing too. But like you're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be content. You're supposed to be at peace. You're supposed to be smiling. You're supposed to be free. You're supposed to be free, guys. I don't even have a raincoat. When's the last time you put your hood up on your raincoat? I don't own a raincoat. Aw, I always think life is short. Yeah, when you're in the present, like that's what people say. Like when you're in the other day, I was boiling some water. What was I boiling? I forget. And I remember saying, okay, remember this water's boiling. And I just sat down and I started scrolling through my funny TikToks of like people that I enjoy. And I was like, don't forget that this water's boiling. And because I was having so much fun watching these TikToks and cracking up laughing, I'm hearing a noise and I'm hearing zzz, and I'm like, what's that noise? And I'm like, oh my God, I totally forgot about that water boiling. But I told myself, don't forget. That's what manifesting should be. It's like, what's up, right? Because you're just loving your life. That's how you manifest. Yes, we are, Bobby. Yes, we are. Because money's just energy. There's no value on money. We placed it through our limitations, through life. Life did that to us. Realities. Money's literally energy. And the more you just feel better and you're at that authentic place in your life, money will come to you in all kinds of ways. Not just money, cash by doing a job. Like, I can't even tell you. Money comes in so many, it's just there. It's not even that. It's just there, right? The more I spend, I used to hear this all the time. So, like, I would get these subtle things like spend, buy things for yourself, because the more you do that, the more you release resistance around money. I never understood that at first. When he was like, money's just energy. Well, you don't get it at first. So you do these practices and you understand it's just limitations. It's literally limitations that we picked up over time. Mikey, literally, like, I can't even explain it. I'm just taken care of. I know that's not what people want to hear, and they want to know where my money sources come from, but I'm just always taken care of. I can't explain it. In a way, I've always had that mindset, though, too, that I'll always be taken care of. I had to go through some limitations and limiting beliefs around money, but if I really got down to the nitty gritty of it, you'd be like, what? How do you survive? You wouldn't be able to understand. Like, I don't pay for anything. I literally just live. And I know that's hard for people to understand, and it's not even worth me getting into the details of it. But the more that you just relax and you relax around anything that doesn't feel good, you'll get to that place as well. You realize how unlimited you truly are. You understand it's all just these limitations that you picked up over time. But I'll tell you, I've been on the other side of it as well. I've been on the other side of it as well. So I know what that feels like. But I know the practices and I know they work. You got to internalize those moments. You have to internalize it. You have to stay quiet. You have to soften your body. It's not going to feel good. You have to relax into it. How do I relax into it? You soften your body. You rest your shoulders. You get in the bathtub. Get in the damn bathtub. If you're at home and you're experiencing an uncomfortable moment with a limiting belief, relax in the bathtub. Get in the shower. Let that warm water go down your back. Literally, like, that's the stuff you got to do, guys. That's what you need to do to relax in those moments when you're not feeling so great. Take a drive. Get your favorite drink. Take a nap. Close your eyes. Just do some breath work. Anything to relax your body in those uncomfortable moments. It will pass. Just don't speak about it. Do not vent to people. Do not speak about it to anyone. Because by you remaining calm, you're in full power. By you softening your body, you're in full power. By you relaxing your body, you're in full power. I'm just giving you practices to relax your body. That's all I'm doing. I'm giving you practices. I'm helping you understand that it's normal that a limiting belief doesn't feel good. But you need to internalize it. You need to not speak about it. You need to not vent about it. That is key in all of this. Yes. Shh. Silence, right? It's okay, Fiery. You just got to be aware of it and you got to catch yourself. Nope. Nope. Because you just keep reliving it. You just keep reliving it. Trust me, guys. Don't sit here. I'm not sitting here preaching like I haven't done all these things. Let me tell you, I've been on the other side of it. I've been it too. You get to a place where you vent less and less and less till you realize you don't speak about a thing. If we're manifesting financial goal within a specific. So I don't like the word goal because I don't like a deadline either. That's limiting. You want to be open-minded, Michelle, because guess what? You're so unlimited. So here's the thing. You got to be open to the ways money can come into your life. You got to know that you're moving towards that. This, like, oh, this date, this goal, this set time, that's so limited. That's so limited. You just want to make it about relaxing, Michelle. In every area of your life, relaxing when anything comes up, resistance comes up. But for you, since this topic's money, anytime a money thing comes up where you're limitation that doesn't feel good, you got to get calm. You got to go within. You got to stay quiet. And you got to let that pass through your body. You got to soften that resistance. You're literally softening the resistance. You're softening the limiting belief. So it fades and you move towards best and better. Guys, that's all you're doing. You just got to be consistent with it to realize that's all you're doing. You're breaking through every limitation that you ever had. Every limitation. of your unworthiness. That's why we feel unworthy. We don't feel like we can be doing of anything we want. That's all that is. It's not believing that you can be doing of anything you want. It's not believing that you're unlimited. It's not believing that you're worthy. That's all that discomfort is. It's one big limiting belief. It's all resistance. And the more you understand that it's all just a feeling that doesn't feel good, you just soften your body around it each time. Soften, soften, soften. You just do the relaxing practices. That alone is moving you towards everything, freedom in every area of your life, to your manifestations in the best way possible. Okay? All right, I got to get off, guys, because I got to finish dinner and I got to go pee. I know. And I wasn't even charging my phone. My car's on. I'll go home and I'll upload. I can't upload this one right away, but I'll upload another one on YouTube. Everybody have a really great day. I don't know if I'll be on. I say that I will, but once it gets to a certain point at night, I'm just like tired. Like once it's like 8:30, I'm kind of like winding down and stuff. So we'll see. I don't like to make promises, but if I have time, obviously I will jump on, guys. Oh, you too, Bobby. Love you guys. I'll definitely upload this one. This was a really good live. So I will get this one up on YouTube. But for now I'll try to find another one. But all right guys, everybody have a great rest of the day. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye guys. Love you. Thanks for all the likes and the gifts and everything. Oh my gosh, this is me.